I appreciate most people know how to use an iron, but for the in the manner of transparency, I'll show you this bit just in case you're unsure, and also just to make sure that your seams are really tight and that they're really clean. So I've got my iron on a non-steam setting. Steam setting basically, oh sorry, that's my iron wobbling the camera. Steam setting basically will stretch your fabric, so it's better to have a non-steam setting. If you do have a steam setting, it's not the end of the world. So you take your fabric. This is the join that I stitched just a minute ago. So this is the join that I just did, and I'm going to lie it down, probably like this way, and then I take the iron and you hold the fabric here, so you pull it a little bit, just give it a little bit of tension so that it's nice and taut, and then I push the iron across it right to the edge, so that you're basically just ironing all of that seam over to one side. Then I turn it over and I press that all across to make it as flat as I possibly can. And once you've done that, your patch, your block, sorry, will have a straight line across here, and where you flattened it, that's where you'll be able to see the corner. The beauty of hand stitching is that if for whatever reason you get to this point and that isn't right, you can unpick really quickly. So you just turn it over, you pull one of these stitches with a needle. If you can't get your finger into it, you chop it with your scissors, and then you can unpick everything in the line just using a needle. So it's really, really easy. So that's really the end of the tutorial. And I hope it's been useful, and I hope it's been really clear and really easy. When I first started, I remember lots of the tutorials were really complicated, and because you won't have all the right equipment, it seems like the easiest way. Once you've made one block like that, you can sort of stick that aside, and as I mentioned before, you can just keep adding blocks. If you want to, you can plan it out on a piece of paper first. So if I know that this length here is a certain length, then I can draw out a sort of grid on a piece of paper and work out how big it's going to be before it starts. It's worth saying that this bit, once you've put all these bits together, that only makes the quilt top, and then after that you have to sort of sandwich it with a piece of cotton wadding or batting in the middle of it, and then put something on the back of it, and then you can quilt through it. So that's the bit where the quilting comes in, where you use a needle and a thread that goes all the way through. But first of all, get the top finished, and then if people really want me to help them to do the quilting bit, the actual sandwiching bit, then again, I'm really happy to. There are other tutorials that are much better and clearer, I'm sure, but they can be quite complicated. So if you need any help in finding places where they do it, because you'd have to buy the batting online, etc. And I hope that that's helpful. And yeah, please ask me any questions if you need it.